Hello, fellow entrepreneurs. I know I'm talking to you this time. This is crazy, but this actually has a lot to do with what I'm going to talk about. So, I've had a really big week, and I have decided to face my fears. And one of my fears has been being seen. So, I've been hiding a lot. And another fear, oh my gosh, my fear has taken over, or over the last few years, has taken over everything. So, got to the point where I had so much fear. Even like this last week, I was afraid of calling my accountant because I wasn't sure what the answer would be to my taxes question. And I was afraid of having a difficult conversation with Tobin because I wasn't sure what the result would be, and the fear and lack of control and all of those feelings. So I woke up one day to this week and decided I couldn't live like that anymore, being just so full of anxiety and fear. So I decided to face them. And not the big things, though those don't seem so big anymore, but the little ones. So I decided, wow, I haven't called my accountant because I'm afraid. I haven't talked to Tobin because I'm afraid. I haven't committed to a timeline because I was afraid. And just acknowledging that feeling, like acknowledging that it was fear that was there, was already a huge step in kind of opening up and clearing space for me to be able to move forward. And then I did it. And so this is something I think Tobin's talked about it in a previous video, but this is a thing kind of in my life too that I use. It's the concept of 1, 2, 3, go. So it's like doing a polar bear swim. So you don't do a polar bear swim and like slowly get in the water because you would never get past your toes. You 1, 2, 3, go, and you just do it. You remove the overthinking. And so I decided to do that with my fears. 1, 2, 3, go. And I even said to Tobin, I'm going to go face my fears. And then I went and sat at my computer and I did my email and we had our conversation and I made some time commitments. And oh my gosh, I cannot believe how much better I feel. Like, it was huge. And how those nights since, I haven't had the shoulda, coulda, wouldas all night. So it's just been mind-blowing, and I really, really felt compelled to share that with you. So what I want to ask you is, what is something like really, really little that you've not been doing out of fear? Now, you may not even know that it is fear that's causing you to avoid this task. Like I had no clue that the actual emotion holding me back was out of fear. But wouldn't it be amazing to not have that little task or big task on your mind and carry it into your weekend? Like, what if and this is what came to me, and this is why I wanted to share it today. I am going to start facing my fears on Friday. At the end of my week, there's always those couple little tasks that you just have put off. And I'm going to ask myself why. And probably most of the time it'll be out of fear. And so I'm just going to face them. So 1, 2, 3, face my fears on Friday. Get those things done and free up my mind, my heart, my being, so I can just be present for my weekend and then approach my next week with an open mind and a clear bandwidth. Because, oh my gosh, as soon as I face my fears, I did those little tasks that have been taking up time and space spinning around in my brain, I have been able to find creative solutions that felt unsurmountable before. So I'd ask you if you would like to join me, maybe just in the back of your mind and maybe even in the comments below. What are things that you didn't even realize that you weren't doing out of fear? And try the 1, 2, 3, go. Like, just face it and then free it up. Like, oh, it's so amazing. So I hope you get to feel some of the lightness that I am feeling from facing my fears on Friday.